Well, we're waiting.
Hey, what's up? This is Ephy from Ephy.com. For those of you who don't know who I am, I'm a music producer. I've been producing for about a decade now of music production. I do a lot of hip hop. What is this? R&B pop music, our very own. I'm I'm from South Africa. I should be doing that. I'm a music producer. Anyways, I just wanted to cover today's topic. It's about 5 books that I would recommend if you're in the music industry, and I hope this helps a lot. I mean, look, reading is boring. We all know that. Like, reading is it's work. We see it as work for most of us most of the times. I mean, reading, yeah.
Read, nigga, read!
And we see it as something that takes a lot of time, but you know what they say, knowledge is power. Most of the answers are in the books, right? They're in the books. So think about it. So that's why I recommended these books. They've changed my life. I can safely say, like comfortably say, I've done pretty well. Not bad for me. I mean, like I said, I've been producing over a decade, and it's been going pretty well for me. Ups and downs, obviously there will always be there, but these books like carried me through the way. Like if there was certain things that I was looking for in terms of the business within the music industry and how to make money and all, understanding what is copyright, contractual law, what is it to have a manager, what are performing performance royalties, mechanical royalties, you name it. What are digital streaming royalties? How do they work? So these books have helped me, but I can only mention about 2 books that I will highly recommend. The rest are more to do with personal development and making a lot of money in your personal development, as to say. So without further ado, let's carry on. The first book I would recommend is let's see, this book here. This book over here, it's called The Art of Mixing by David Gibson. I've had this book for a long time. As you can see, it's very old. It's an old book, and this book has helped me in terms of the mixing and the engineering process within the technicalities of the music industry. From recording, mixing, mastering, knowing different types of frequencies, how to make your music actually sound alive, actually have more dynamic, more vibrance. So this book, when it comes to mixing and mastering, as a sound engineer or even as a music producer, even as an artist, I know a lot of artists who do their own mixing and mastering. So they'll get beats from me, by the way, Ephy.com. So they'll get beats from me, and then they'll get separates and they'll do the mixing and mastering themselves. They send it back to me and I'm like, wow, who did the mixing here?
It's me!
Cool, nice. So I would recommend this book. This book is a nice book to read, especially when it comes to the production, the technicalities of mixing and mastering. It's called The Art of Mixing. Okay. Another book I would also recommend is this book. All You Need to Know About the Music Business, 10th edition. This is your holy Bible. So this book has got to do with a lot of, like I said, contractual law. It explains a normal traditional contract, 360 deals. It explains a lot about the music business and how you can navigate making money from the music business. It talks about performance royalties, what they are, mechanical royalties. Let's see. Songwriter shares, managers, executives, So Donald Passman, for all musicians, this is your holy Bible. This is what you need to have as a musician, as an artist. It is a great read. I read the 9th edition when I was still in tertiary education. So this was our study. Like Donald Passman was our Bible for all musicians. So I recommend this for most of you guys. It also depends on the certain country that you're in. You'll understand that some certain laws are differently explained, but obviously you will understand when you probably translated into the country of your residence, and noticing that, okay, so if they mean this in a certain country, in my country they actually mean this. So it's more of a universal book, but it is a book it was published in the States, written by Donald Passman. He's a guy in the States, I think. I haven't actually checked though. Actually, I should check. Yeah, but this is the dude right here. That's your holy Bible for musicians. The fourth book I would, oh sorry, not the fourth book, the third book I would recommend is The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. This book changed my mind. Like it changed how I saw money, as this form of concept and resource. I've noticed that with a lot of musicians, what they go through in terms of their behavior with money is all in this book. Well, it's not just musicians, but everyday people living their everyday lives. So, for example, it talks about how it's not necessarily how much you make, it's how you behave with the money that you make. So it talks about professionals who have a lot of money but they have nothing to show for it, for example. And then it talks about people who actually, it's actually got the story about the janitor who died a millionaire. This was a janitor, a cleaner at a high school, who actually died a millionaire. So it talks about your behavior with money. It talks about not social responsibility. What am I looking for? What is that? What do they call that? Let me think about it. Quick. Social pressure. That's what I was looking for. It talks about social pressures, the social pressures. Social pressure affects a lot of musicians. A lot. I've noticed that a lot of the times that certain musicians wish they were at certain positions and they are not. And in terms of the social pressure, it leads them into a form of stress and depression because of that, because of the image that they have to portray to the public. This book will definitely help you on those kind of things, to show you the relevance of money, to show you how money affects you psychology and how it works. And this is a great read. It's a really great read. I haven't finished it. I think I'm on my last 2 chapters, but The Psychology of Money is a very good read, especially for musicians. I recommend a lot of musicians to get this book. It's by Morgan Housel. And let's move on to the 4th book. So the 4th book is Cash Flow Quadrant by Robert Kiyosaki. So Robert Kiyosaki has been like one of my favorite authors ever since, because he simplifies a lot of things in your world of financial literacy. He's like the ABC guides of financial literacy. And for me, I actually started with Rich Dad Poor Dad. I recommend a lot of you to start with Rich Dad Poor Dad. It is a great read before you move on to Cash Flow Quadrant. But Cash Flow Quadrant is just the next step. He does also say a lot of the things in the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, like some form of a recap, but he talks about the cash flow quadrant, like what is it? The E, S, B, and I. So that's what he talks about. He talks about how E, in terms of employees, pay more taxes because, you know, obviously they earn a salary, they have to pay tax. And he talks about employees don't necessarily mean, or doesn't necessarily mean, that you'll be financially free. Well, also I'd also say depending on the position that you are in the working environment, in the corporate environment. He talks about people in the S quadrants. These are professionals, or these are people that run self-owned businesses. They pay more taxes as well. He also talks about people in the B quadrant. The B quadrant, people who are actually owning businesses from about, how many employees do you say? 100 to 500 employees, somewhere along the line. And, you know, business owners who pay less and less tax because, well, basically they just pay tax. Just read on it. I don't want to get into it that much, but yeah. And then we move on to the I quadrant. So people in the I quadrant are your investors. Investors are people that use their money to work for them. So basically the B and the I quadrant is pretty much the same as having people to work for your money and all. So I don't know, in a nutshell, that's what I just wanted to let you know. Oh, the fifth book is not a book, it's an article. It's on my website on ephy.com. It is called How to Be an Independent Artist and Make Money Without Signing to a Record Label. And then you'll decide if you want to sign to a record label. So it's a nice, great article to read. I would suggest you try it out. And yeah, that's about it from me. Good luck with everything, with your music careers. Peace. And today's video is sponsored by me. No, I'm not gonna sell you anything. You can put your money back in your pockets. Thank you very much.
Put it back in your pocket!
But what I am going to teach you is how to make a lot of money to have a better life for yourself instead.
Really?
Yes, you'll make money with me. So what is it that you'll be doing? Well, you're going to help me sell my beats to singers and rappers. My beat prices go anywhere from $50 to $1,000 and you'll get a commission of 40%.
Really?
Yeah, really, 40%. Just simply sign up to be an affiliate on my affiliate program, go through my short training program course. A referral link will be allocated to you to give to your customers to use to buy my beats. Then there you have it, there you go, money in your bank. Simply click on the link in the description to sign up.